And welcome to another Cougar Conversation. I'm Jarom Jordan. This week I'm talking to BYU men's basketball head coach Dave Rose. Dave, how's it going?
How you doing?
I'm doing well. This is your fourth season, 4 20-win seasons. Is this somewhat how you imagined running the program since you took over?
Well, I think every year you set certain goals for your team, and what you're trying to do is get the most out of the potential that group has. And I really believe that sometimes it's measured by wins, and other times it's not really measured by wins. And I've been really fortunate to have really good players, players that really bought into our system, but really competitive guys who play hard, play the right way, and play to win. And it's been fun coaching them.
When did you realize you wanted to get into coaching?
Well, I was on a different track. When I was at the University of Houston my junior year, I was in a business major, and my brother had majored in accounting, and my father worked in business, and thought that might be the direction that I went. I interned one summer for Shell Oil Company and got up every morning, made the drive in the commute in traffic, and I worked on the 42nd floor, and I was never as excited every day to when 5 o'clock came and I got to leave. And so I started thinking that maybe that wasn't really what I wanted to do, and I think I always wanted to coach. And so I went home and talked with my wife, and we decided that that's what we were going to do. So I changed my major, and a couple years later got a head high school job and started coaching.
And it wasn't always just basketball. When you attended Dixie before Houston, you played baseball, hit .421 as a center fielder. Did you ever consider baseball in the mix at all?
I love baseball, and I played baseball in my young years growing up, and I think that I didn't really like batting practice. Batting practice was boring. I really liked it when I was actually hitting, but standing out there fielding balls for hours on end.
Did you like basketball practice?
I love basketball practice, every minute of it. It was fast paced, and you're going, back and forth. But after my freshman year in college, I actually had a couple of professional teams that contacted me about the potential, if I was drafted in the June draft, if I would play in the rookie leagues or the single A ball. And I'd already had my mission call to serve a mission in England. And so I told them that it probably wouldn't do much good to draft me because I wasn't, going to be around. And then when I returned from my mission, and my sophomore year played at Dixie, had a terrific year baseball-wise, but really wanted to play basketball in college, and so I was fortunate, got a college basketball scholarship, and ended up playing for the national championship.
Yeah, you went to Houston. Like you said, you played for the national championship. Phi Slamma Jamma. I don't know if everyone around here appreciates the fact that you played with Clyde Drexler, Hakeem Olajuwon. What was that like for you in college?
Most of the time now I have to actually explain who those guys were.
Not to me. I'm not.
That's right.
Past that. I'm not that.
When you're talking about the kids that were recruiting and our players, they remember those players by ESPN Classic Sports, but they probably never saw them play in person. And but you talk about a terrific team, terrific teammates, and guys who were built the right way as far as competing and playing for each other. It was a great team and a great experience for me.
Looking at the class of 2009, you get 4 guys all from within 20 minutes. Who's going on a mission, who's staying, and how do you expect them to contribute?
Well, I expect them all to be really good players, and I think they'll all help us in different ways at different times. But Tyler Haws and Brandon Davies will enroll in the fall, and they'll be here on next year's team, and we're really excited about not only the competitiveness that those two bring, but the talent level. They're extremely skilled players. Both of them have a real position that they can, immediately adjust to at this level, and we're looking forward to great things from those two. And then Ian Harwood and Nate Austin will both go on missions in the fall, and so when they return, they'll both be a real presence for us inside, but they're big guys who can really run the floor, and that will really help us in our transition game.
What's your take on the Mountain West Conference tournament site? Where do you think it should be? What are your feelings on that?
Well, I think that the president's going to vote on that again this spring and see what other opportunities maybe are available. I think that in this day and age, as much as that's at stake, that to give any one team an advantage over another probably should be evaluated. And I would like to see the tournament on a neutral floor in a neutral city, if that's possible.
Well, Coach, your team's fun to watch, and thanks for the time.
All right, thank you.